We're here today to run a juniors session, which is for U7 and U8 players at DC Stoddart. We've got a varied levels of abilities today, ranging from players that have just started out in their soccer careers and some players that have played with me over the past year or two. So the session today is going to give the opportunity for all players to get multiple touches on the ball, and we're also going to look for the transition between attack and defence. We're trying to get the players here to be able to manipulate the ball on their own and hit a moving target. So you'll see some guys dribbling at the beginning of the practice with some other players trying to kick the ball away. Then we'll move and transition into a game called Doctor Doctor with the group, and we'll finish with small-sided scrimmages, 4v4, which is the same model of what the recreational team use at this age group. So we've got 1, 2, 3 and 4 fields. We're going to end up playing in this same model at the end. So the kids have got the picture right now at the beginning of practice, and they'll revisit this again at the end. In the meantime, we'll just have the coaches walk around, remind themselves of the players' names if they can, and make sure that we're talking about doing the right practices. So restarting the ball in the correct way, making sure we're using the correct surface of the foot when we're passing, when it's appropriate to dribble as opposed to pass, and how to defend properly. All right, now we're going to bring the players in. Everybody into me, bring a soccer ball, don't be last. All right, so listen, we're going to get straight into practice here. All I want you to do is dribble your soccer ball, but this is where you're going to dribble it. We're going to dribble it anywhere inside this red line, that white line, the white line and the white line. And freeze. Woo! Okay, not bad. So now when you're dribbling, you can do any skills that you've seen on TV or the ones that you've been working on at home. Or if you're not entirely sure what skill to do, let me see if you can do a little turn. So if I'm dribbling straight towards Kieran here, I could turn around and go the other way. We'll do that when I say turn. Ready, turn! Show me your turn. Everybody change direction. When you've changed direction, go full speed, accelerate into some space. Turn. And freeze. Woo! Nice job. Give yourselves 3 big claps. Now let me ask you this. If I borrow Luca's ball, if I dribble and I do my turn and I go slow, is that going to help me in a game?
No!
So Luca, should I go fast or slow after I do my turn?
Fast!
Fast. And should I go into somebody else or into space?
Into space.
So where does my head have to go, guys? Should it be looking at the ground or should I be looking up?
Looking up.
So everybody, show me how you're looking. Put your arms up like this, like you're looking out to sea. That's how I want you to turn. So I'm dribbling, I turn, my head is up. Oh, look, there's some space, and I'm going as fast as I can. So this is what we're going to do now, guys. Listen, I'm going to pick 3 players that are going to try and kick the soccer balls of everybody else out. So to start, it's going to be Coach Ben, Coach Colleen, and Coach Nick. We're going to try and steal your ball, but this is the rule. I can't just run up and smash your ball off the field. I have to take at least 2 touches. So if I steal the ball, now I can kick it out of bounds. If your ball gets kicked out of bounds, you have to run and get it. Quick, show me, run, get it. When you get the ball, you have to pick it up, put it in your hands and do 3 touches like this, ready? I love soccer. And then you can put the ball back down and come back in. We're going to see how many balls Coach Ben, Coach Nick and Coach Colleen can kick out in 20 seconds. If your ball stops moving, we get a point. So make sure you keep moving your soccer ball. So we've kept this space confined for this game so they maximise the touches and they get their heads up so they don't smash into anybody. It also means they're going to have to use their skills to evade the ball. They can't rely on just taking huge touches and chasing after it. The purpose of having 2 touches here for the defenders is to make sure they don't just swing and try and hit the ball or slide into people. So it's about safety and also trying to make sure that they're in control of their bodies as they approach the defender. So now to try and get through the numbers a little bit quicker, because we want most of the players to have a chance to defend, we've added an extra player to the defensive groups. There's now 4 as opposed to 3. And we spoke to them about partnering up now so they can attack the same player and pin them in as a 2. They're not going to have pressure and cover, but there will be hard pressure if both of them go for the same ball. If I have to do one final round now, I'm just going to involve all the players because this game's got to the point where they've understood what they're trying to achieve, which is dribble into space at speed, turn direction to evade the player, or use their body to hold them off. So you can see that's happening naturally with this group. If we needed to, we can talk to the individuals about what they need to do to improve, but for the most part, the players seem to understand those concepts, and that's what we try to get into this fun game. So now we've grouped the balls together, so we've got them easily accessible for the next activity. The pennies are already set for the doctor, and when they come back, we're going to split them into 2 fields. The blue squares are going to be the hospitals. We've got 1 field here, 1 field there. We're going to have 4 teams playing against each other. This is how we play. Everybody's going to have a ball. Not yet, but you're going to have a ball. With your soccer ball, you're going to try and kick it and bump one of the team over there on the leg with your ball, like this. Boop. If you kick the soccer ball and it bumps on the leg, that means they're down. So you have to sit on your ball. So imagine you're down, sit on your ball. If you're down, you have to say, "Doctor, doctor, help, help." And then a doctor from the other team will run out and give them a high five. When that doctor comes out of their hospital, I can now try and get the doctor. If you get the doctor down, you win. The easiest way to get the doctor out is to get all their players down. So this game's going to have the transition between attack and defence. You can immediately see that both groups have gone to attack each other. There's going to be some people that stay around close to the hospital, but for the most part they try and go as close to the opposition goal as possible, just like in a game. The important thing here is they're going to learn a lot of skills. One of them is dribbling the ball close control to try and manipulate it and stay away from the pressure as it comes to them. Another thing is going to be passing. They're going to be able to hit a moving target with their pass. And you'll see a lot of the players naturally using different parts of their feet to hit the ball. So rather than it always being the inside of the foot, they'll sometimes dribble at speed and stab the ball with the outside of their foot to hit their target. Or maybe use their toe or a heel or a sole of the foot. So that's what we want to see here, a little bit of inventive play in terms of passing and trying to hit a moving target rather than something stationary. Hopefully you'll see the heads that are coming up now as they try and address who they're playing against. So I can see it on my field that a lot of the players now are trying to assess and find somebody else to match up against. So it's like a 1v1 battle to knock somebody down. This game you can focus on a number of things. We're just using it as a general game today to show you the platform of it. But if you wanted to focus on dribbling, you could talk about how to manipulate the ball. So when somebody approaches you with a ball, how maybe you can drag it away and then accelerate into space. If you wanted to work on the passing concept, you could award points if you get a pass that goes over a certain distance. So if I see somebody pass a ball and hit somebody over 10 yards away, you can give them an automatic win for that length of a shot. That was a tie! Go back to your hospital! Okay guys, come here. We're gonna have a little scrimmage now. And that concludes today's session.